Hello and welcome back to a Game of Thrones mod for Crusader Kings 2. So, there are a couple things I want to go over before we get started. The first one is that the Witcher King series has unfortunately ended. That is because we hit an unavoidable crash and basically couldn't get past it. So we're going to be leaving that mod for a bit, and we're going to do a vote for what mod is going to come next, and it'll be starting next Monday after the end of this series. So if you want to kind of influence that vote, you can go and vote on it right now. And yes, it should be the video that went up just before this one. So now we've got that out of the way, who are we going to be playing this time? We're going to be playing as Lord Tywin Lannister. Now, you might be saying, wait a second here, you've already played as Tywin Lannister, and you would be correct. However, there is one commenter who has been extremely persistent in asking for another series as him, and for asking that we play in the A War of Five Kings. So of course, that's what we're going to do this time. So, what is up with Tywin here? Well, Tywin's in a bit of an odd place. He's all about his legacy. It's all about, you know, people remembering and respecting his line of the Lannisters. And basically, things are not looking good on that part so far. I mean, he's done well. People will remember Tywin for a long time to come. He has done his part. However, his children are not in such a great position. His heir, Lord Tyrion, is a drunkard. He's a dwarf, he's ugly, and he killed Tywin's wife when he was born. Pretty much not top of Tywin's list of people to be friends with. And definitely very, very low down on the people who are going to be heir of Castle Rock. So we need to get rid of Tyrion in some way. We're probably not going to be sneaky about it. That's not really Tywin's way. We're probably just going to try and put Tyrion in more and more dangerous situations until he just dies, unfortunately. And hopefully he'll be remembered bravely and people will remember him fondly, and therefore it will look good on everyone else, but he won't actually have taken over the line. The line will not be continuing from him. That's one of our goals. The next goal is to find a better next heir. Now, obviously, Cersei is our next in line. However, Cersei's not so great because, well, unless we marry her off quickly, she's going to have a problem, like, continuing her line, at least legitimately. Now, she does have 3 children currently. Joffrey, although the mod says Lannister, is really Baratheon. And that's going to be that's a problem for us. We need it to be legitimate Lannister. So I think that's one of our goals, is to have a legitimate Lannister heir at some point. Obviously, Jaime would be a good one as well. However, he's in the Kingsguard, and that's very difficult to get out of. So, and he's also imprisoned by the people we're at war with. So even if he could get out of the Kingsguard, he also has to survive being a prisoner in King Rob's court, which will not go down very well. So that's all a bit of a problem. Now, while we're doing that, we also have to get rid of these wars that we're in. We have a war to the north, where the North are attacking the Iron Throne, and we are of course protecting our grandson, even though officially he is not. Even though officially he is not a Lannister, he is still our grandson officially. He is the son of our daughter, so that makes, you know, a lot of sense that we'd be protecting him. So that's one of the things we need to get sorted, and the North are fighting for independence against him. And we're also in a war against Stannis, who believes himself to be the rightful heir because he was Robert's brother, and by blood, he should be the rightful heir if Joffrey and the other children are in fact Lannisters and not Baratheons. So we're in a bit of a pickle, assuming that that's all that happens, which of course, that's not all that happens. Anyway, let's get through these events and then we can jump right into getting stuff done. So, with the death of my son-in-law, King Robert I, Lord Eddard Stark attempted to usurp the throne. After justice was done, Robb Stark, heir of the late Lord Eddard and self-styled King in the North, managed to capture my valiant son Jaime at the Battle of Whispering Wood. We shall free him, wage vengeance on House Stark, and crush the Baratheon uprising, thereby securing the Iron Throne. Hear me roar. Essentially, that's our side objective. That's another objective for us. So, Stannis has sent us a letter. Lord Paramount Tywin, I declare that my brother Robert left no trueborn issue of his body. The boy Joffrey, the boy Tommen, and the girl Marcella being abominations of incest between Cersei Lannister and Sir Jaime the Kingslayer. By right of birth and blood, I do lay claim to the Iron Throne. Let all true men declare their loyalty. Signed, Stannis of House Baratheon, the first of his name, King of the Andals, the Raynor, and the First Men, and Lord of the Seven Kingdoms. Well, of course we're going to say it's lies. Saying the other way just doesn't really work for us. We're also in another war, just as a side one. There is a rebellion for the Brotherhood. Probably not a big deal. We're currently in wars with the Reach, as in the Reach are in our wars on our side, which is good. So, but we're not really fond of them. We don't want them to take the glory for defending the Iron Throne. We want to be like the power in the Iron Throne as well. So let's go set up our council and our ambitions. Let's go for ambition first. Exalted amongst men. That kind of fits into our live in the annals of history forever. That seems pretty much, you know, what we're going for. What else do we want to do? War seems like the absolute top focus. That could be really good. Family is also a really good focus. Although we're not too worried about how our family members are working together currently. War is kind of our main focus in everything that we're doing. So I think we'll go with that. Carousing's not really us. Seduction's not us. Intrigue's really not us. Rulership, possibly. But that's more of an after-war kind of thing. Business, not really us. Scholarship and theology, not us. Hunting, again, not really us. We're very much a practical person. So war is going to be where we go. Right. We need to set crown focus. That's going to be Castle Rock, of course. We have a child that lacks a childhood focus. Well, we'll set her one of duty. Well, she already had duty, so I guess we'll set her one of thrift. But we're going to assign her someone else to be our guardian, because it's not really our problem. So send Reginald there. We have 4 other children. These are the Freys, so we're fine with them. And then some of the other Lannisters could really be educated by other people, but that's fine. I think they've been sent to us, so we'll educate them. First one, we're going to educate with, so he's already got a little bit of idolizer. He's a little bit brooding. We're going to try and mold him. We don't want intrigue focused. We're going to try and mold him into a martial character. Even if that's not what works out for him, that's the way we'll see it. And then Willem Lannister, we're going to go again. Bit of a martial focused character. That's what we're trying to instill some good values in them. And these other 2 children, the Frey, we're not too worried. This one is currently imprisoned by King Robb, so it doesn't really matter. Probably give him some kind of stewardship education. We'll give him basic jobs. And same with this child. We'll go for some kind of stewardship. Well, maybe some kind of diplomatic. We'll go for that one. There we go. Right, I don't count members. We need to possibly have a look at our council. It seems mostly fine to me currently. First one is probably oversee the realm. Or, I think oversee realm seems like an alright one right now. Perform statecraft is fine. It's kind of generally improving opinions, which might work right now. Nothing else we need to drastically do. Master of Arms is, of course, going to train our troops. Well, train troops or organize army. They're kind of interesting right now. Organize army actually gives us min levy. I didn't realize that. Maybe that's just for this mod. But yeah, I think we'll get some more min levy. We'll try and get our army up to snuff at the start of the war. Lord Treasurer, we could replace with Kevin, our brother. Although this is a Lannister, isn't it? Oh no, it's a Jast. Oh, well. We'll definitely put Kevin in there instead, and Kevin can collect taxes for us for a little bit. Fund the war efforts. Our Spy Master, that'll be fine. You can just scheme. We're going to have our Maester serve the court, and then we're going to have our Septon. Do we actually have any society? There are societies, so that's interesting. Yeah, we'll just have our Septon kind of see what they can find, but we're not too worried about that. Do we want to join any? We could listen out to the Cult of the Stranger and try and join it. I'm not too worried about that. It's not really our kind of thing. We also have an advisor slot open. So advisor slots are probably going to be a powerful vassal who is not on the council. I don't know. Probably we're going to go for the Marbrand here, just as a general advisor. Then we need designated regent. So designated regent is going to be Kevin, obviously. Our brother. Just seems like by far the best choice for designated regent. And then we have some bodyguard options. So we'll go for Benedict Broom. We'll go for Davin Lannister. Go for Lucian Lannister. We'll go for Forley Prester. And we'll go for Adam Marbrand. All of that seems fine to me. Are our commanders the best? We'll check the the worst one, and then C, we have some people who are better than the worst one, but yeah, we have some people who are better, but they're not a lot better if they are better. If you understand what I'm meaning there. Yeah, we'll go for that. That's a little bit better overall. Vassal inheritance warning, we're not too worried about that. We do have some prisoners currently. We have all of these Freys and Locks and Karstarks. They can stay there till the end of the war. And if I can get this out of the way, is there a way of closing? Oh, there we go. Closing that one. And then anything else we really need to worry about? Nothing right now. I think we're in a good spot. Right, we have an unmarried heir, Tyrion. I do not care if Tyrion marries or if Tyrion doesn't marry. It's not my problem. I want Cersei to marry. So Cersei, I am going to arrange a marriage. There are no options that I can arrange from where I am. Oh, she's widowed. Okay. Does she want to come to my court? No, she probably wouldn't want to. Same with Tyrion. So getting rid of Tyrion is going to be interesting right now. It's kind of a longer term goal. Right, let's raise our men and get ready for this war. Raise them all here, and let's merge them. Let's see, we've got a big battle down to the south between, it looks like the Fozzaways, and I assume that's the Reach's army. Yeah, so the Fozzaways and the Reach have a little bit of a problem down there. But apart from that, don't have any other sites of any other armies. Gonna move these people down here. Gonna move the rest of them kind of in this way towards Peckledon, and that should be fine. Right. I was just thinking, have we done this series before in my head? But I don't think we have. I think we did Tyrion, which is was a very similar start, because effectively Tyrion series was just after Tywin died. Same start. Alright, what have we got here? So we've got another person who has joined the other side. So Chattering Brook has joined one of these enemies. That's not ideal. That's fine. They're not going to be a major problem for us. We do want to protect the Iron Throne itself. Harrion Karstark is complaining about his dark cell in the dungeons, asking for more suitable accommodation. We're just going to ignore him completely and utterly. We don't care. Same with Willis Manderley and Donald Locke. So my prisoner, so Jared Frey, is complaining about the dark cells in the dungeons. He and his family are occupying, asking for more suitable accommodation. Well, the Freys are our allies in a way, so that makes sense. Or are they our allies currently? Well, they're neutral currently, so they're not quite our allies yet, so you can stay where you are. That's fine. We're not too worried about them anyway. They're not like the high level ones. Ronald Rivers would like to be free. No, that's fine. Oh, there's the Northern Army, so we kind of want to head straight down to the Iron Throne after we're done here. Right, please stop asking to be free, Freys. I would prefer it if you did that. We do have a Fozzaway army which has moved its way up north. What happened to the Reach army? Did the Reach somehow leave this war? The Reach have left the war. I was sure the Reach were in the war on our side. But they are not. Oh. Interesting. I thought they were. I guess they're not right now. That's weird. Anyway, Tywin Lannister, marry as you please. I'm a bit busy right now. So yeah, that's a problem. The Reach should really, if they were on our side, we'd be a lot stronger. But we should still be alright. Cersei Lannister arrived at our court. Interest. Wait. No, she didn't. She's quite clearly not at my court. She's in that court. Oh, what we should also do, well, quickly, is just go mark all the Lord Paramounts. Just so we get kind of war notifications. We have the Vale over here, which isn't too interesting. We have Dorne over here, which is a lot more interesting. We have the Reach. We have the Stormlands. And we have King's Landing itself. And then I suppose we have the Iron Isles, even though they're not amazingly important. Right. Continue merging up. We do have a large northern army heading down here. Oh. Somebody was burnt alive by Stannis. Oh well. Trident are changing laws and arranged marriage. You would like Tyrion to marry Muriel Lannister. Definitely not, I think. Like, 100% not. My Betterman and I were having a council of war when one of my vassals suggested we should try and pursue peace terms with the enemy. Do Lannister's cave so easy. So we can remove him from the council. Or we can say, peace, get this man's... No, you know what? Remove him from the council. Hear me roar. Was he actually in the council, or was that... He was not actually a council member, so it was just the war council we were in. We've ejected him, and he was not very happy about it. The wall is under assault. I don't care. It's not our problem currently. Another person... Oh, this person was burnt at the stake by Joffrey. Just learning from his uncle. You would like Willis of the Reach to marry Muriel Lannister. I mean, it doesn't seem like an awful match. We'll accept it. I mean, we would have preferred if that was Cersei, but not a lot we can do about that, really. Wait, what was that? Mace Tyrell attempted to imprison Loras Tyrell. Oh. Why? Oh, because he's a kinslayer. Oh, that's fair enough. Wait, is he? Who did he kill? Am I completely blanking that out? I don't remember him being a kinslayer. Olo, a black brother of the Night's Watch, has arrived in Castle Rock seeking an audience. He is a recruiter for the Watch and employs you to help by sending your men and supplies to the wall in aid of the defenses of Westeros. We can send him a wagon and let him recruit from the dungeons. Sure, definitely. We'll continue merging up over here. Do we want to fight the Cider Hall army? Who have they joined? They've joined Stannis. Okay, that seems fair. Are we gonna lead? I think we should lead. I think that's the kind of thing that we would do. We do lead from the rear, but we do lead. We'll have Gregor on one side, and we'll have Adam Marbrand on our other side. We're not gonna have the experimental type. We're just gonna do this by the book. Right, we will catch them before they leave, which is nice. History as a subject has always fascinated you. You have spent the last few weeks studying the campaigns of King Geralt the First. That should really be King Geralt Lannister the First, or something like that. Anyway, there are many lessons to be learned from his daring raid of the Iron Islands, where he took 100 Ironborn hostages. He kept them at Castle Rock afterwards, hanging one every time his shores were raided. Oh, interesting. I should spend more time studying this. Alright, Tywin. Bit of an odd choice, but alright. You were separated from your men in the chaos of battle. Now you find yourself in the midst of war. As you scan the field and try and rejoin your forces, you see Lord Stefan break through the enemy ranks and charge you. Stefan Varner he's an alright duelist, but we are much better. Or we can let Sir Davin Lannister, our sworn bodyguard, fight for us. I think we do, yes. Our bodyguard, so Davin Lannister, has died. Now falls upon us to make the funeral big and special event, or keep it small and private. We'll keep it private, definitely. He did fail us, but that's fine. We look on in horror as Sir Davin falls to Lord Stefan, crumpling to the ground, his cloak stained with blood. Lord Stefan slowly advances on you. It's over, my lord. This ends here. We kick the blood-stained cloak free from our feet and advance slowly. So now we are fighting. What's this one? Sorry. Oh, Adam Marbrand has also been killed by Lord Bennis of Cider Hill. Oh my god, the Fozzaways were a tougher opponent than I thought. So, Stefan Varner, what are we going to do with them? Well, we're gonna stay back. We're gonna wait for him to make a mistake, and then we'll capitalize on it. We see a weak spot, a vulnerability in his defense. It's not much, but it's all we need. As he tries to fight back, we force our way through, easily overpowering his pathetic defense. We strike for his heart, and he hears us roar as we kill him. As he crumples to the ground, lifeless, we wipe his blood from our weapon. The deed is done, he is dead. Valor Morgulis. And we have won. We have defeated him, and we have won that fight, hopefully. Violence seems to solve all of our problems. Life is easier when you can simply smash things into submission. We are no longer patient. We have lost our patience in that last fight. We need a new person to lead our side. We need a couple of new commanders. We'll have Gaston, and Kevin's currently being our steward, so we'll have Stefan be one of our commanders. We don't have any more valid bodyguards, because 2 of them have died now. I guess we'll go for the unyielding trickster on our side here, and we'll march towards King's Landing. Right. We'll catch a few of them here. Should be fine. Right, we killed the 52 who were left. Do we go and help the Iron Throne's army, or do we head north? I think we do. We try and defeat one, and then we'll go for the other. They're a little bit lower. Okay, there aren't any defensive bonuses where they are standing. Nope, so we should be good. We're leading. Gregor's leading. Forley's leading. It's going to be a tough fight. I think it's going to be alright. Just about, especially as they took that extra tick of attrition. Okay, we have 6,000 more men. But actually, they do have the forest defenses. Oh, I didn't think they had any defenses. Oh well, that's fine. Should still be mostly alright, because... Yeah, it should still be mostly alright, I think. Angkor is slightly better at fighting, although Stannis is a worry. That flank is 2-1 though. Stannis being a real challenge, he's 2-1 down. Our other flank is 2-1 down. Our center is weaker, but we are a much better commander. So I think this will do alright for us. Slow it down. See how we're going. Oh yeah, they lost that flank straight away. We were separated, but we're going to allow Sir Forley Prester to, you know, fight for us when Sir Aemon came at us. Sir Aemon being a good duelist, Sir Forley being slightly better, in theory. The mere sight of Sir Forley was enough to make Sir Aemon run with the tail between his legs. That's right, coward, run back to Grassy Vale. We get some extra morale from that. Everyone sees that happen. This flank should come and join us in the center now, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. So that'll bulk us up. We're now we have more men than they do. Stannis is about to lose his flank. Yep, we pushed through, and we have won. Fantastic. And while he was doing that, the burning everybody like craze that has gone around the Seven Kingdoms came in, and that's Sir Quincy being burned. Alright, well, we're going to start heading up north and see whether we can get a fight going up here. We're a little bit, well, we're not as strong as we need to fight up, but we're going to head into the Westlands and try and recover a few of our troops as we do this. Okay, our cousin has expressed a desire to get married. He can marry as he pleases. Who did he marry? Random courtier. Okay. Head up this way. There's a new Lord Commander on the wall. Night gathers, and now my watch begins. It shall not end until my death. I shall take no wife, hold no lands, father no children. I shall wear no crowns, win no glory. I shall live and die at my post. I am the sword in the darkness. I am the watcher on the walls. I am the fire that burns against the cold, the light that brings the dawn, the horn that wakes the sleepers, the shield that guards against the realms of men. I pledge my life and honor to the Night's Watch for this night and all nights to come. Mors the Butcher Westford is now the Lord Commander of the Night's Watch, and we're going to end the first episode here. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, then please consider leaving a like, leaving a comment, subscribing. All of that really helps with search ranking and really helps the channel grow. So, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Oh, and don't forget to vote if you want to choose what we're going to be playing next week. The vote went up just before this video. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.